Hello, motherfuckers on YouTube land.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yep. Hello, how's it going, everybody? We are live
All
here
them
on this
fuck mothers.
channel. Yep.
All them putas.
Yeah, or all them.
Yeah. Well, so we can talk. No one's probably gonna ever watch this stream, so I guess we can just say whatever the fuck we want. Like,
Okay. No, I'm not gonna. Just start dropping in bombs on here.
You might as well. No one's gonna see this stream.
Just start making a whole bunch of threats to random people.
Yes, exactly.
I am going to bomb the. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Nothing. Yeah, don't do
that.
that.
Wait, we got a viewer. Awesome. Let me look at him. Oh, it's the FBI. Great. Hi, FBI. How's it going?
Hey, Frank. How are the kids?
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I heard there might be some classified documents in Mar-a-Lago, so you might want to get on that before you watch this stream.
My FBI is just watching us like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah, he's probably thinking, God damn, these Spergy motherfuckers wasting my time with this is not worth $22 an hour.
They're freaking you know, Frank, there are pedophile rings you could be going after rather than looking into our Spergy asses. Come on, bro.
Oh no! You see, they're in on it though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Joking.
I mean, getting like autists and basically convincing them to commit crimes has pretty much seemed to be the FBI's forte nowadays. Because the whole Whitmore kidnapping plot, that's pretty much all that was. Like 2/3 of the people involved in it were FBI agents, and they basically just kind of found some guy some Spurge who was living in a shack. Basically, guy, he had nothing going on in his life. He was pretty much just kind of a down in his luck bum. And they just said, "Hey, you want to know? It'd be fun if we went kidnap the governor." Duh.
Yeah, that I can tell that probably wasn't well planned.
Yeah, that's all it was. But they basically just convinced this dude to commit a crime, and then they arrested him when he was about to go through with it. They do this shit all the time. Like most of the so-called terrorists the FBI arrests really are just people that they entrapped through these schemes. They don't catch real terrorists.
Exactly. They're just wait, are you saying they're just people who they plant? Or
no, it's basically what it is. They find someone who basically, like the dude in the Whitmore plot, he posted a bunch of stupid shit on Facebook, and someone at the FBI read it, and I'm like, yeah, and they've built a profile of the guy. Said, this guy, he seems like an easily manipulated moron. So I'm like, maybe if we go in there and pretend to be his friends, and then we drop, hey, you might as well want to commit a crime, want to kidnap the governor, want to do something stupid. He might be like, sure, why not? Because the guy's got nothing going on in his life. He's living in a shack. He's got very few friends. Yeah, he's like, when somebody comes to him and pretends to be his friend and then tells him, hey, you want to commit a crime? They'll be like, sure, why not? This is fun.
Exactly.
When you're bored and have nothing going on in life.
Right. Which often
maybe
is
fuck
like
your
the perfect
sister.
profile for like a criminal. That's the thing. They build a profile on you to see like how easily you are to manipulate.
Exactly. There's some pretty stupid people out there.
Oh, there's lots of stupid people out there. If you're in what?
Yeah, I don't know if this, but there are these things called inbreds in some backwater swamp in like I don't know, the deepest of deep south.
I'm pretty sure I've done taxes for a couple of those people.
Yeah,
no boy.
For example, when you read on the whole kind of feud between Disney and Ron DeSantis, it's depressing how many stupid motherfuckers seem to think that Walt Disney World could just move to another state because they're pissed off at DeSantis. I'm like,
are they just gonna hop up on legs or wheels or something and just drive to another state? Those pieces of architecture are so complex. Like, I don't think people understand how much work goes into a roller coaster.
It would probably cost close to $100 billion for them to move Walt Disney World to another state. And it would take at least a decade. So it's absolute insanity. I'm like, do these idiots think that they can just pack away Space Mountain in the back of a moving van?
Yeah, they're going to have
maybe. I mean, there's some people who think that it is the government's sole job to do things.
Walt Disney World is 42 square miles. You could fit like 50 Universal Studios inside it. There is like over $1 trillion worth of infrastructure that has been built there over the course of 5 decades. There are hotels, there's a water park, there's an animal preserve, there's 4 massive amusement parks with massive infrastructure. Moving all that would be like trying to move downtown Denver to Wyoming. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, where are they going to move it to anyway? Atlanta? If they moved it to Atlanta, they'd have to add
my man, how's it going?
Park.
No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna push it like in that SpongeBob episode where they push Bikini Bottom, and they're gonna push it all the way to the only other place that has acceptable liberalism and good weather, and that's California.
Where they already have a park anyway.
Right.
But we need to take Disney World and push it somewhere else.
Can I say something?
By the way, I didn't know that Universal Studio was that tiny by comparison.
No, Disney World's just massive.
Yeah, they're going to move it. Disney World is this massive area Disney owned that's pretty much the size of a city. And the 4 major parks, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and the MGM Studios, their major parks, are all miles apart within it.
They're gonna have to move it to, where else are they gonna move it? Atlanta? If they moved it to Atlanta, if they moved Disney World to Atlanta, they'd have to add a new park. Call it Gangland.
I am down for it. They're gonna make an IRL GTA server.
They're gonna
in Disney World. That would be awesome.
That would be you get to run up in a simulator. You get to run people over. You get to shoot people. That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say simulated. Why not just make everybody just sign agreements?
They're gonna give you. They're gonna.
At that point, why don't Joe Biden just institute the purge?
Yes. What's also more is I love DeSantis talking at their press conference of all the shit he can do, with all the state land next to Disney World. And he was mostly probably saying it as a joke, but he suggested building a Florida state prison next to Disney World.
Oh.
Build a prison and only fill it with the most extreme, MS-13 gang members and pedophiles.
Yes, you know. After hearing that, Nicholas Cruz in his prison cell was asked, "You just got sentenced to life in prison for murdering 17 people. What are you going to do next?" And he said, "I'm going to Disney World."
All right.
Heck yeah!
I was gonna say in Gangland they could have guys standing on the side selling you candy and as drugs.
No, Gangland Park is the prison.
Well, I doubt he'll ever do that, but I just found the suggestion of it hilarious. It's basically like a shot across the bow to them. Like, I'm in charge here. I'm the sheriff of this state.
Loudmouth, when you said I'm going to Disney World, that starkly reminded me of that one Disney World ad that featured Patrick Mahomes, or it was all like, Patrick Mahomes, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do now? And like the little child inside of himself, he was all like, I'm going to Disney World.
That's the joke.
Nicholas Cruz, now that you've won big time, you've made it. You're famous.
Oh yeah, he is famous. Hopefully he's so famous that another prisoner takes his ass out.
Exactly. Speaking of school shooters, at least the transgender one died.
Yeah, Cruz was the biggest school shooter who actually the one with the most kills who actually lived to stand trial. Most mass shooters, they either get killed by the cops or shoot themselves. But he was like the biggest one that lived to stand trial.
I love how he's such a coward and a loser. He couldn't take his own life like all the rest of them do. Like, come on, bro. You know that you're done. Come on.
Well, what's funny is if you watch his arrest, he was acting like he was trying to fake like he had a psychotic episode. He's like saying, "Where am I? What's going on?" And the cop just says, "Shut up."
He's over there. These romberries taste like romberries, man.
Like, I think he might have been stupid enough that he actually thought he could fake like it was all a psychotic episode and walk after that.
I find that hilarious because that really proves he's an idiot. It's like less than 1% of those cases end up working, even in cases where people did have a psychotic episode, because there's degrees and nuance within the application of that law, even if it's true you had a psychotic episode.
Yeah. It was never going to work, but he might have actually been dumb enough that he thought it would.
No,
was it Ron DeSantis? Actually, recently, back to Ron DeSantis, he recently signed a law that made it easier to give someone the death penalty, that the jury doesn't need to recommend it unanimously, and he did so because he was so pissed about Cruz not getting the death penalty.
All right, it's time to repeal double jeopardy so that way we can give him the death penalty.
Ultimately, it doesn't really matter that much because he's a dead man in prison eventually anyway, I figure.
You don't think they have him in protective custody?
Well, they shouldn't. They should just put him in general population and let that fucker fight for it.
Eventually, in prison, no matter how secure they make him, eventually he's going to come across other prisoners, and that's when that's going to happen.
The person.
Eventually, those guards that are like guarding him in the protected custody are just going to be all like, "Oops, we weren't watching him. Sorry," and just basically let the other inmates beat his ass.
You're gonna pull an Epstein on him.
Here's the thing. Some people commit crimes that are so bad that countries that don't even have the death penalty will start to think about implementing it again. An example of that I can think of is actually Peter Scully from Australia.
Oh, don't even bring that guy up. Fuck that guy.
Wait, what happened there?
Oh, him? That guy's the fucking devil. He's like,
okay.
He was the biggest son of a bitch that ever lived. He deserves like the most firing thing imaginable.
Was that the Australian inbred cult guy?
He what he did was he produced a video where a 18-month-old girl was sexually tortured.
Jesus Christ!
Like I said, he's the most evil son of a bitch that has ever lived. He's a fucking monster.
What?
All right, happier topic.
Yeah, change the topic.
I gotta go. But I want you guys' opinions real quick on my new shitty mouse tank.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
You see, my Twitter DM'd a picture of my new fixer-upper car. It's a crappy mouse tank.
It's got a nice teal color grade.
No, dude, that's house paint.
Why, it's house paint?
Yeah, the dude I bought it off, his wife painted it like that with house paint.
I'd like to go and see it, but I'm afraid that if I try to pull up another tab to see it, I'm probably going to end up leaving this call inadvertently.
It's a crappy 2002
Although I'll give you my opinion. Okay, I'll I'll give you my opinion like after the call when I'm able to see messages again or something.
Hey, it's nothing special. It's a V6. It's a
I've
normal.
seen a lot of new recent movies.
Hey, but I'm gonna take off, guys, because my signal's cutting out, and I'm
You what?
driving anyway, so it's probably loud as hell.
All right, you can come back whenever you want, though.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
it sounds like
later,
there's
guys.
a
Love you
jackhammer.
I wonder
Sounds
if
like a
Puss in Boots is still in
construction.
theaters. Is Puss in Boots still in theaters? I heard the second one. I heard
Doubted.
it was really good.
Which one?
The first Puss in
It
Boots.
is.
Oh,
The
it was
second
so
one.
good.
The second one. Oh yeah, it's good.
It was great. I was
I wonder
shocked
how much of a delay there is.
Huh?
Yeah, I was too. Like I wasn't expecting them to renovate the three little bears or the three bears to the way that they did. Because you know how in Shrek 1 the three bears were like it just basically cardboard cutout background dressing characters or whatever.
Yeah.
They were just boring and rather forgettable. They all look the same. And then Puss in Boots too, they reinvigorate them, renovate them so as to give them more personality. The very moment that I heard Papa Bear be like, "Oi, miss, would you like a spot of tea?" with that Cockney accent, I was all like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to like these guys now."
I was blown away by the movie's
Although
willingness to scare the living shit out of children. His encounters with death were superbly done. Yeah, that whistle's so creepy, and I just love and the voice he was given. It all just works so well. It's like everyone always thinks that they'll be the one to defeat me, but no one's ever escaped me yet.
Yeah, that
yeah.
movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen like clips from it, and I can tell already that once I see it, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, because
Oh
he's right.
man, the meme energy from this movie is just over
Oh
9,000.
yeah, the memes. Great. Everybody that scene when Puss in Boots encounters death again as he pulls out both those scythes when he's about to, I guess, when he's about to die or get close to it. It's been memed the hell. I've seen some good ones too.
I just love the smell of fear.
Yeah, that's a good one too. All the DreamWorks movies all have tons of memes made of them. You know, you just name a movie, you're gonna find a bunch of Kung Fu Panda. Oh dear God, there's so many memes.
There's this one meme that I saw where there was all like when that. Yeah, there was like this one meme that I saw. I wonder how much of a delay there is between our audio. Good talking over you guys. Sorry, it's not that I'm trying to interrupt you, but yeah. There was this one meme before that I saw where there was something like when your little brother is getting to the point of possibly being stronger than you. Oh shit! Where'd Aspie go?
He left. I don't know where he got cut off. I don't know.
Hello?
I hear you, dude. Keep going. Keep going. What's going on?
Loudmouth, you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, mofo. Of course I'm here.
Aspie left?
Yes.
Aspie left?
Yes. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
I don't know. Damn it.
I hear you just fine, dude. Keep going. Okay, you're back. Awesome. What happened? Hello?
Testing,
Hello?
testing. 1, 2,
Yeah, I hear
3.
you just fine. I hear you. What was that?
Hi.
Hi?
Hello. Signal hasn't been that good within recent few months, I guess. And there've been times of when it's been good, but sometimes of where that I don't know, it's hard to keep a consistent connection. Let me see
Every
if
time
moving
I lose
somewhere
signal
else.
on my cell phone, I wonder if Putin just decided to blow up America's satellites.
Yeah. Or China decide to hack them.
When Starlink went down briefly, I thought that's what it might have been. Thankfully, it wasn't. But I was worried that because I know the Ukrainian military. Cora, get over here. Stupid dog. Because I knew the Ukrainian military was been using Starlink as their main communication system.
Do you got Starlink?
No, but I
Okay,
just heard it was down.
gotcha. Okay, so that was good. That wasn't too much of a delay. So yeah, Puss in Boots, a good movie. Did we lose Aspie? Did he just like cut out, kind of like how I did for a moment there?
He just kind of cut out. I don't know exactly why. He just kind of cut out. He said that he might not stay for a while, so I don't know. Did you invite anyone else? You're the one who planned this stream. Yeah, invite other people.
No, I did not. I mean, I could see if I could do that, but I might end up inadvertently leaving if I try to do that. Actually, I ought to share this live stream to my Discord if I can.
Yeah, do that.
Excuse me. All right. Hopefully, I won't leave. Can you still hear me?
Of course, I heard you the whole time, dude. Your voice never cut out. You just weren't hearing me.
Okay. Well, actually, I was able to hear you. I think the whole deal was not so much not being able to hear people, but because there might be a bit of an audio delay between our ends. But if I'm able to hear you right now, then That's good because I'm going on different tabs, and I was afraid that I was going to completely cut out for a moment there if I go to different tabs. So, most recently I watched All Dogs Go to Heaven, and like for the first time, and yeah, for the
First time, that movie's 34 years old. It's an old movie. Hello? Hello? You there? Damn it.
okay, sorry, I eventually my audio must have cut out right there. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I mean, I've probably seen the movie like once or twice before in my life, but it would have been so long ago that I barely remembered it, and so I was giving it as a bit of a belated Christmas gift, and so I decided to watch it yesterday, and yeah, it's a good movie, but I'm also thinking back on the flaws that you and I talked about it over DMs so long ago, talking about how disjointed it feels. Although I will say that the alligator scene, that wasn't quite so pointless because eventually at the end of the movie, the alligator does come in and like help Charlie like fend off against Carface and his goons and whatnot. So the introduction and the first what am I trying to look for? The acquainting of Charlie to the alligator was necessary for him to later have a ally.
Yeah, I don't think it was though, dude, because they could have killed off Carface in another way. Shit. Really? Back?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move somewhere else that might have a bit of a stronger signal or whatnot. I didn't hear what all that you said about how you did not think that the scene was necessary. So you mind repeating that point? Sorry.
Because the gator coming and killing Carface wasn't necessary. They could have easily killed off Carface another way. They could have easily just had the Carface die as the ship sank. So it wasn't necessary at all.
Well, yeah, there's that, but there's that way for as far as killing Carface goes. But there is also, you gotta remember, there was also the one point of where that Charlie, he was being tied up to the anchor and he was about to die, and he still needed to be rescued at that point so that he could be free and continue on fighting off Carface and his goons. Otherwise, he would have died earlier than he actually did.
But couldn't Itchy have done that?
You know, that is an alternative right there, actually. Itchy be the rescuer instead of the alligator. Like, it seemed that Itchy was gathering up. Actually, yeah, it would have.
It would have made a lot more sense.
Not to mention he was gathering up like a big old. He was gathering up a whole big old army of dogs and all that, and it seemed that it was just slightly anticlimactic the way that he was gathering up dogs and people to try to rescue only Anne Marie, like so late in the encounter.
Right.
Still a good movie. See, I've been watching like a lot of new releases recently, and that's the biggest reason why I wanted this call is because I just want to talk about multiple different movies I've seen. Although, granted, I've probably seen a whole lot of movies that likely you would not have seen yet. Like, have you seen 65?
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. I saw that you commented on of how that the critics gave it such a bad rating, and I did not know if you're just commenting on that for the sake of commenting on it, or if you had actually seen it. But yeah, that movie is pretty damn boring. And honestly, I think I'm being a little bit too charitable saying that it's a 5 out of 10 instead of a 3 out of 10 or something.
I gave it a 3 out of 10. I thought it was pretty bad for many reasons. For one, the designs of the dinosaurs were terrible, and they all looked like weird, deformed monsters.
It seemed that the studio making the movie definitely took some artistic licenses.
That's an understatement. See, at least with like the Jurassic Park movies, even the worst of them still seem to like dinosaurs. It seems, it portrays them obviously as dangerous, but you still get a sense that these creatures were pretty damn cool. They were powerful, majestic animals. They ruled the earth for millions of years, and they're like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if someone could like bring them back to life? Kind of. Whereas in this movie, they're just portrayed as really hideous, deformed creatures, and they are killing or something or being killed almost every second they're on screen. You don't even see any herbivorous dinosaurs in the movie.
Yeah. Actually, now that you point that out, I don't remember seeing that either. And funnily enough, they made the funny decision of giving the T-Rex 4 legs, 4 similar sized legs instead of just 2 legs and then the 2 little arms,
Well, technically that wasn't a T-Rex. It was meant to be some kind of creature that doesn't exist in the fossil record. And I guess that's fine because let's be honest, the fossil record is very incomplete.
Oh.
If you were to travel back to 66 million years ago, 99% of the creatures you encountered would not be ones we have cataloged in the fossil record. So pretty much it's a made-up creature with a creature. That's not really even the issue. And the whole idea that Adam Driver's character was like some kind of humanoid alien from the distant past was stupid. It would have made a million times more sense for this to be set in the future and them to be dinosaur-like aliens.
That
would explain why they look so damn weird.
Takes place on any other planet aside from prehistoric Earth?
Yeah, I mean, since there clearly was zero effort whatsoever to make the creatures resemble dinosaurs as they actually were.
Gotcha. How much? I was just gonna ask, how much After Earth vibes did this movie give you?
It wasn't that bad, not quite, but it was pretty close.
What I will give this to After Earth, at least After Earth had a story, or an attempt at a story anyways.
Yeah, barely. He tries to survive this. He goes and has to escape the planet before the asteroid gets there. And the title of the movie is also really stupid because there were no dinosaurs 65 million years ago except for birds. The asteroid hit closer to 66 million years ago.
Well, I think it's because for how long that the consensus was, it was 65 million instead of 66 million. I mean, how much of a recent update is it that, oh, it's actually 66 and not 65? Because that sounds like a very recent update to me.
Yeah, well, the more precise dating is kind of said, but it was always known to be between 65 and 66. But recent age shows it was closer to 66 than it was to 65, but it wasn't quite 66 million years ago. So probably something around
Okay.
65,800,000, maybe 900,000 years ago.
All right.
So if you actually travel back in time to 65 million years ago, it'd be one of the safest times in Earth's history to be, because all the big animals would have been wiped out in the mass extinction hundreds of thousands of years earlier, and the planet would not have had time for new big animals to evolve yet. So basically, it would have been a pretty safe and rather boring time.
Rather boring, huh? I mean, unless you like exotic nature walks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm saying it would be safe. The creatures that were around back then, none of them would be bigger than a medium-sized dog. So you wouldn't have any big predators that could kill you. They didn't appear for a couple million years later.
Yeah.
Where the planet.
You know what's a movie that I even more recently watched was a movie called Evil Dead Rise.
I haven't
You heard
seen
about that one?
I have not seen it.
Yeah, I mean, without giving any spoilers, it feels like a more gory and more mean-spirited version of The Exorcist.
That's kind of what Evil Dead has always been.
Well, the thing that I heard about Evil Dead is that Evil Dead has a little bit more dumb comedy and action going for it, and that's kind of what I was expecting with this one. But unfortunately, it was just more pure horror bound than anything else. Because I remember that there are these clips of the first 3 Evil Deads of where that's the main characters are like groovy right after he gets all jacked up and like armed up to start hacking and slashing demons, but there wasn't as much of that in this one.
That's mostly from the third one, the Army of the Dead. That wasn't really in the original.
I thought there was one clip from the original where that he's all like groovy, where that he like attached a chainsaw to his arm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that came later. Basically,
okay.
Plot, it was a simple one. It was actually a pretty low budget movie, the original Evil Dead. It was made for only $450,000, which is still only $2 million adjusted to inflation today in today's bucks. And it was and basically just kind of had this group of friends who meet at this apartment. They find this book they shouldn't have read. If you read it, it unleashes evil spirits on you. They're stupid enough to read it. And of course, evil spirits come and fuck them up.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing that happens here too. I mean, it takes place in an apartment, and one of the kids is stupid, and yeah,
reads the book.
Yeah, and reads the book. It almost feels. Now that you mentioned the plot beats of the first one, this might just essentially be a modernized version of it, kind of like how Force Awakens is a modernized version of A New Hope.
That's what I figured it would be.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's got plenty of blood, guts, and gore for a person for a gore porn enthusiast to enjoy. And I'm not really a gore porn enthusiast myself. Like, I will not joke with you. I almost passed out at the C-section scene in Prometheus. I had to pause for a moment for me to recollect my head because I was blacking out practically. And with this movie, I had to leave the theater for a few minutes to recollect my head because I was just not feeling good in my head and almost getting that pass out, blackout, similar type of feeling. And yeah, I definitely needed a break, give my senses a break.
Right. I mean, the original Evil Dead was an impressive movie when you consider the year it came out and the budget it was made for. It definitely was a pretty a filmatically impressive production. But and I guess it's kind of a movie
I'm sure.
fun to watch on Halloween. But it was never the best franchise out there. It was always kind of just pulpy, crazy, gory shit.
Gotcha. All I do know is there's this one game called Bro Force, which is just a 2D platformer shooter, and it has all these different action heroes from all these different franchises. Like for example, you have Rambo, but he's named Rambro because everybody has to have a bro pun. And they had the guy from Evil Dead pop up as well with his chainsaw arm and his shotgun as one of them. And yeah, it's a bit of a cheesy game, but pays homage to classic action heroes.
Right. We currently have 0 viewers.
Even has some kind of bro pun name, even though she's a girl.
So even the FBI has grown bored with our bullshit, man. Some guy was being paid $22 an hour to watch us, but he didn't want to do it. Sorry, I'm joking.
I did give the link to watching the live stream anyways. The browser link into my Discord, and I tagged everyone. But I don't know if anybody is interested at this very moment. It's
except the FBI.
Yeah, two different timelines. It's probably more appropriate our.
I'm sorry, the FBI has started watching us again. Awesome. I'm glad we have that viewer. Who else would be watching us? I don't know. Maybe someone in the Kremlin or the CCP would be pissed at us bashing them all the time. You there? I don't make these jokes for no one, man. Hello? Shit. Hello? Shit. Hello? Ew. Waiting. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Waiting.
Another person to be on this live stream just so that you have company to have you on while I end up having to, recollect my signal. This is stupid.
How bad's your signal that you can't have two tabs open?
Hello?
Are you broadcasting from 1999? Hello? Shit.
Well, it's not. Sure. That's what's happening. I mean, people are all about the '90s nostalgia. Uh, just chilling here. It's just my signal decided to crap up for a moment there.
Yeah. Well, since you're,
I'm just gonna randomly send out the live stream, the Hangout.
Yeah, I do bring greetings from the future. 2 planes are
Shoot,
about to
we have a
hit the
delay.
Twin Towers.
Sorry.
Oh, someone's asking me about the Super Mario movie. I did see that.
Oh, that is very sad.
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Yep. You're not cutting out again, are you? God damn it.
No, I mean I'm able to hear you at least, but seems that we have a massive audio delay.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie. It was pretty good. Certainly better than most of Illumination Entertainment's movies. But it definitely a lot of Easter eggs for old fogies like me who played the Mario games as a kid.
Oh yeah.
But was it anything like brilliant or
Yeah,
at all? No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything too complex. I will say that the action itself was pretty damn good for a kids movie.
Yeah, it followed the games pretty good.
Probably wasn't as stellar as say Puss in Boots.
Not even close. Nowhere near. It was very safe and by the numbers, which I guess is fine. It's definitely made more for today's children than it is for nostalgic 30-year-olds. Which, yeah, it's fine.
I guess so. My favorite part in that whole movie was the Rainbow Road chase scene. That was probably like the most intense part of it all for me, anyways. Especially of when there's the one part of where that the Koopa was all like, "You think you're done with me yet? Blue turtle shell," and he just goes on a suicide run on Mario's ass.
That was kind of funny because it's obviously a reference to the old Mario Kart games and that's how they worked. Probably the funniest part was that Peach song that Bowser sang. That was pretty funny. Hello? This is frustrating.
Oh, I thought it worked multiple ways, that scene, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You keep cutting out. Well, I'm here by myself. Some loudmouth, stupid fuck on the internet who talks to himself. Yeah. What a world I live in. Oh well. Hello?
Shot.
Yeah.
And if I lose my signal one more time, we may have to just cut this live stream short because this is just getting. I don't know what it is. Like the last time that we had a live stream, it was a whole lot better signal and whatnot. You know.
I don't know. Maybe Putin's shooting our satellites as we speak.
Yeah.
You think you? Yeah.
Somebody should call out the military now.
Yeah. You think Ukraine will pull this out? And well,
I think what?
Supposedly Ukraine's has the spring counteroffensive that Russia's pretty nervous about. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm always wondering what will be the line that Putin. How many defeats will Putin suffer before he resorts to using nukes?
Yeah, because the guy's a big brat, big baby.
Because if he uses a nuke there, I mean, it's going to cause shit to like. There'll be panic worldwide among all powers, and it could just lead to a series of escalations that go out of control.
How long do you think it would take for if Putin just used a nuke only on Ukraine? How long do you think it would be after that for other people to start using nukes at Russia, and then everyone shoots nukes at each other the same day?
That nightmare scenario could happen like within a month, or it's possible that they could like back down afterwards and like and realize that Ukraine isn't worth the world. But it's an incredibly dangerous situation for all of us. It scares
Ain't
the shit
that
out
kind
of me.
wouldn't that be a real pity? Wouldn't that be a real pity? Ukraine is all like, shit, we're going to have to sacrifice our liberties just so that the human race doesn't go to, back to the caveman days.
To be honest, while I support Ukraine in all aspects and ideological ways, and I agree with everything, if it's between them and the entire world, I'm like, bye. Sorry, I don't want to become a pile of ash.
Fuck.
I'd rather not.
What a conundrum we're in.
Well, the thing is,
what a conundrum we're in.
Well,
Do we just?
The thing is, Putin doesn't want that to happen either. I mean, he wants Russia to be big and powerful. He wants to win, and the thing is, no one wins a nuclear war. He knows that.
Yeah, but the question is, will he see reason? Because as we kind of established earlier, he's a spoiled, entitled little brat.
I don't really think so. I mean,
if he cannot have it,
he is an evil son of a bitch. He's a cold-hearted psychopath, but he's not stupid. He's a very intelligent man. He's a cutthroat Machiavellian individual. He didn't get into his place by being stupid. He got it because he was able to undercut everyone around him. He was able to make all the right deals. He was able to kill everyone who gets in his way, or demote them, or kick them out of Russia. He knows how to maintain power, and he wants to maintain power. And a good way for him to lose power, to lose everything he built, would be to start a war that no one can win.
You sure that he wouldn't be all like, if I cannot have my way, then nobody can? And just like, if I can't play with the other kids, then I'm just gonna like destroy all their, I don't know, their building blocks or something.
Well, even if Putin did give the order to fire, I think more likely than not, his underlings wouldn't follow the order, because They have families. They have they have a future. I don't think they want to become a pile of radioactive ash either. So more likely than not, it won't happen, but it's frighteningly plausible that it can. That's the real problem. And when it comes to a scenario like this, a 1% possibility is more than enough to terrify the shit out of me.
Gotcha. We remember of when that we were afraid that we were going to get nuked back in early 2022.
I'm still of the same fears. Mostly, well, when Putin said that he was putting his nuclear weapons on high alert, I read that and I was terrified. And I still, but honestly, that was more bluster from what I read by intelligence forces, as in there was no real movement to like fuel or move his nukes. He pretty much just said that and then didn't really do anything. He was just trying to scare the rest other countries into not getting in his way. That's basically what he was doing.
Yeah.
Not that I don't.
So, another subject. Have you seen Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, I wasn't very good.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
See, I personally liked it a lot, but just mostly as some purely dumb fun. Like there's nothing compelling or deep about it.
Yeah,
Puss in Boots is definitely the better movie.
I brought my date to it, and she didn't really like it much either. I'm like, yeah, we kind of agreed it wasn't very good.
All right. I mean, if a person dislikes it, I mean, understandable, I guess.
It just wasn't really.
See,
funny.
what other movies have I watched? Oh, I watched Renfield. You watched Renfield?
I have not. I have not seen it.
Yeah, sorry for the audio delay there. Renfield, honestly, this might be a little bit funny to say. I mean, especially if you were to see Renfield yourself, but I actually like Cocaine Bear better than Renfield. Just because of the fact that Renfield seemed to be a little bit more gore porn-ish than Cocaine Bear or any other more R-rated action movie that I have seen of the recent months. And Renfield, the definite thing going good for Renfield is Nicolas Cage as Dracula. And there are some of the messages about toxic relationships that are kind of intriguing, but overall, I thought it was okay. Just all right. Nothing great.
Nicholas Cruz as Dracula. Are there any bees that kill Dracula?
Did I say Nicholas Cruz? I meant Nicolas Cage.
Cage. Bees. You're not the bees. Not the bees. You don't get that reference?
Oh, okay. No, I do. I mean, I've seen the clips anyways.
Yeah.
I've seen the clips anyways of that movie, and no, there were no bees that killed Dracula. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I'm running out of things to talk about. I was wanting to get this live stream because I thought I had a lot to talk about, but don't have as much to talk about, I guess.
I'm looking forward to Prehistoric Planet Season 2. That looks awesome.
Oh yeah. I still yet to see like anything of the first. Isn't that on Paramount Plus?
No, it's on Apple TV.
Apple TV. Okay. Well, I guess if I ever that badly want to see Foundation, I could get Apple
Yeah.
TV. That's on Apple TV too, right? Foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But
Gotcha.
like prehistoric
Right now, I'm
dinosaurs.
still kind of working through Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince. What? What?
Fresh Prince, like I'm talking about the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not the remake.
That's like That's from the 90s, man.
Yeah, I know, and I have never actually gotten the chance to watch it until like recent months. I mean, as slow as I might get told that I am, I'm now getting around to it. I'm like in season 3 of it now.
Okay. But I'm saying season 2 is apparently staying in the same time period. We're still set 66 million years ago. But I figure there's a lot more in that time period that the first season didn't cover. Though you're kind of limited because, like I said earlier, the vast majority of like fossil animals from that time we don't know about because the fossil record's pretty incomplete. Well,
yeah, and
huh?
No, I was just gonna say, like, and those pterodactyl looking things in the trailer that you shared, those didn't look quite like any kind of pterodactyls that I've ever seen before. So for Prehistoric Planet to explore those specific type of dinosaurs, that'd be cool.
Well, those weren't dinosaurs. Those were pterosaurs. But they were. But I think you're talking about the two that were like doing a mating dance on the beach side. Was that the one?
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, that actually was Hapsagopteryx, which was actually the biggest animal that ever flew. It was about weighed as much as a grizzly bear and had a wingspan of about 12 meters.
Which is how long in feet?
Somewhere between 35 to 40 feet in wingspan.
That is a big bird.
It wasn't a bird.
That's like longer than the. Oh no, I get it. It's not an actual bird. It's just it'd be it was the first word that came to my head just for a catchphrase, but that's definitely longer than the entire length of a bus.
Correct. It was, yeah. That was
even your bigger buses.
Yeah, it was a pretty massive animal. They found it in Romania. It was Romania at the time was an island, and what's interesting about the island it was found on is they were kind of like miniature versions of bigger dinosaurs on the mainland that were there. Kind of that's known as insular dwarfism, where like a big animal will kind of like be stranded on an island, and over time evolution will shrink it because there's less resources on the island. They like found kind of similar. They found these like dwarf elephants that were barely bigger than a cow on this one island off the coast of Europe. Kind of a similar phenomenon. And Hapsagopteryx kind of was the top predator.
A cousin of the mammoth, perhaps.
What's that? What was that? Well, I didn't hear you. Shit. You cutting out again?
Were they a cousin of the mammoth by any chance?
They're closely related to African elephants. These kind I was
Were they
referring
a
to.
cousin of the mammoth by any chance?
And kind of in the sense that all elephants are.
I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
I hear you. But I was just saying, that's kind of something that happens a lot where animals that are stranded on islands will sometimes shrink.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they shrink.
How long of
And
audio delay do we have?
I hear you. But like what was it? And because the dinosaurs were small, this pterosaur was shit. Whatever. You know what? Everyone have a good day.